How's it? Welcome along to Basil's Garage. I thought today I've got my new engine in the mower, and I thought I would give you a bit of a show as to how I do the preliminary tune-up and preliminary check, just to make sure that it's ready to go out on the track. Obviously, once you get on the track, you'll need to do some final tuning of the carburetor, because obviously when it's under load, it's different. So what we'll do is we'll start off as I'll show you a few of the things that we're going to use. I've got a wideband airflow meter here, which will give me the mixture coming out. So it's like an oxygen sensor, but it's a wideband one, so it responds a lot quicker. I've got a timing light, which enables us to look at what the timing of the engine is and see what the advance is. So the first thing that we'll do is we'll find top dead center on the motor. Now, what you need to do is you need to pull out the spark plug, and this works on most engines. First, you've got to find out which is number one cylinder, and then we'll just pull the spark plug out. Okay, pull the spark plug out, and then grab a screwdriver. I'm going to put it into the spark plug hole till we find the piston. Okay, so the piston's there. So you can just see that spark plug's going in the hole, and as I turn it around, it's starting to push it out again. So what we want to do is we want to do it until it stops pushing out and it's right in the middle of where it was. Okay, so that's basically not going down, not coming up, it's right in the middle. So what I've actually done is I've put a white line onto the body of the mower, and then I've also put a white line on the piece that rotates. So what I've done is now I've got that white line lines up with that white line when that's basically at top dead center. And this is not perfectly accurate, but it's close enough what we need to do for the moment. So once you've found top dead center, you can put the spark plug back in again, and then move on to the next bit. So what we're going to do, we put the spark plug in, put the HT back on again. So what we're going to do from now is we're going to start the mower up, and we're going to have a look at the mixture here. What I'll do first is I'll actually get the timing sorted. So we'll use this timing light and we'll dial this back to 0. You've got to make sure that you're in the right mode on this one. This has got a 2-stroke mode when it's flashing. This is a single cylinder. It fires every time. So we need to go into 2-stroke mode to get the right timing advance. Okay, so all going well. Now the other thing is to do is you've got to make sure the engine's warm. Okay, so you've got to warm the engine up, because if it's not warm, everything you do is going to be a waste of time. So I've warmed the engine up, so hopefully it's going to fire up for us again. All right, so that's idling away now. We'll just have a look at the timing. So we need to put this on the right way around, and then we can actually see here the white line is quite a long way from here, and it's basically at 0 degrees. So I'm going to wind this until the line comes back to line with that, and that's basically at 26 degrees. Now this has no timing advance, it's fixed, so we know it's about 26, 27 degrees, so that's pretty good. If you're happy with that, obviously you have an adjustable flywheel. You can use this to set the timing wherever you like. So we know the timing's pretty good, we're happy with that. The next thing you want to do is you want to have a look at the idle speed, which is about 13, 40, 13, 15, which is okay for these engines. Now I'm going to switch this on. It's going to heat up first. Once it heats up, it's going to give us a reading of what the idle mixture is. Now, remembering that the idle mixture is done with the idle jet only. When you think above idle, it goes into the main jet, and it's a different story. So once that comes up and gives us a reading, we can see where we're at. Okay, so we're looking at about 12.6 all over the base. Okay, so 13.7 is the magic number, but 14.7 is too lean for lawnmower engines, so we want to go slightly richer. Okay, you'll also see that it moves all over the place. That's because carburetors are really inaccurate when it comes to it. So what I'll show you here is if I can put this in the same picture as that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust the mixture. The idle speed's pretty good, I'm happy with that. So if I adjust the mixture, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to wind it in, and you see all of a sudden the mixture drops away, and so does the RPM. That's too rich, it's not happy. So I'm going to open it up again, open E, yep, there we go, open it up. The idle speed will come back up again, and so will the mixture. So I want to be at its happy place, and I'm going to listen to the RPM. So it's come up to 1500 now, it's gone too far. So I want to go back the other way a little bit, and you'll find the sweet spot where it idles best. Okay, so that's pretty good. Now it's pretty sensitive, you don't need to move it very far. But at the moment, it's idling nicely, the mixture's about where I want it. Now, if I accelerate a little bit, as you see what happens when it comes back to idle, it goes really lean, drops away the RPM quite a lot, and then it comes back up to where it should be idling. So if you come over this side to the carburetor, on these carburetors here, if the mixture adjustment is at the front of the carburetor, here, it's an air bleed. If it's at the back under here, it's a mixture bleed. So by winding this in, I cut the air and make it richer. If I open it up, I allow more air in, it's leaner. And the opposite, if the adjustment is here. Okay? So I'll just switch it off. Okay, so just to recap what we've done, we've checked the timing, and the timing is where we should be. Now, if you have an advanced key or you have a flywheel that you can change, obviously you're going to check your timing and adjust it to what you want. Too higher advanced timing can cause damage to the engine, and can you lose bottom end as well. So it's a compromise between the two unless you've got an adjustable system. Some of them have that, but not many. We also checked the idle speed. It was okay. These idle, I think, about 1300. It seems most comfortable idle there. At the moment, there's no load on it, so we may have to tweak that once we get out and we put some load on it. The third thing we did was check the mixture, and you could see it changing, but you could also hear it with your ear. So the best thing to do is to wind it in till the mixture dies away, and then wind it out till it comes right, and then go a little bit more, and then you're usually pretty close. Bearing in mind, these don't have accelerator pumps, so when you accelerate, it's going to go lean, so you've got a compromise between the richness of the main mixture and the richness of the idle mixture to get a smooth transition, okay? Unless you've got an accelerator pump, and then you can play around with the accelerator pump and do that. So now this engine is ready to go. Can't wait to try it out next weekend at the track. I'll do some more tweaking. I'll check the mixture while I'm driving it, because obviously when you're under full load, the mixture will be different. So we'll do that then. I think that's about all we need to cover. Obviously, you need to make sure your tappets are set to the correct clearances. Your oil levels are okay, and everything else is happy. Clean, nice, fresh fuel filters, clean air filter, that sort of stuff, and then you're ready to try it at the track. Okay, so yeah, until next time, Bez's Garage.